perform as Miss AV. I'm a literary artist, spoken word artist. I like to say I do all the things with the words. That's what I like to say.
I am a local Las Vegas native. I am a photographer as well as a poet. I do poetry now. Been doing poetry, spoken word poetry for about a year and a half. And I've been doing photography for about 7 or 8 years.
I want to say in like 2019, I was given an opportunity to perform poetry for the Utah Arts Festival, but we needed a team. So we needed like 4 or 5 people to compete in a team poetry slam. And at the time, there was no Las Vegas poetry slam team at all. I was talked into it by, my team. And so we were like, okay, we're going to start a poetry slam. What should we call it? And I don't know why, but I was just like, I like the name Beyond the Neon. I liked the idea of us being more than just the glitz and glam and the strip, like being able to really tap into the real life stories of people who live here, because it's such a vibrant city that has a whole lot of contrast.
What if we're never really lost? We just keep taking the long way home. Too caught up in the destination, we can't see the beauty in the scenery. When really, it's always been about the journey.
We ended up getting a contract with Ferguson downtown. And so we did the planning, we did promo. It was the week before our event was to premiere, and the COVID happened and the governor shut us down. And so we were kind of like in this moment of like, what are we gonna do? We had done all this work at this point. We had gotten these venues. We, had these, we literally signed contracts like we were going to have this amazing event in the art district downtown Las Vegas. And we were like, okay, are we going to it's a wrap, it's dead? Because at the time we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know how long we were going to be shut down. We didn't know if we were ever going to open back up. We didn't know what the future held. And so we were just thinking on it. And then ultimately, I suggested that we go digital. Because at that point I had already drank the Kool-Aid. Y'all already convinced me we're gonna do this thing, so let's do this thing. And the only way that we could do that at the time was to go digital. So we didn't have any funding whatsoever. So I was like, what can we do that's free? And so I was like, let's do a poetry slam on Instagram. This is the Beyond the Neon video poetry slam experience. We are back for day 2, round 2. And at that time, nobody was doing that we were really the first to have a regular poetry event live on Instagram, and it took off. Beyond the Neon represents community. It represents the sharing of one's truth unapologetically.
What I think Beyond the Neon means to others is kind of like the same thing, just a space for them, a safe space for them to come, express themselves, feel community, and release as well. Form of therapy, I would say. A lot of people come and they hear things that they may think, oh, I thought I was only going through that at this moment, or, so it helps them heal. I think it's a healing space.
Going from just a free Instagram slam to having corporate partnerships like the Uncommons. We're building, relations. We're Ferguson. We had a residency at Ferguson for almost 3 years. So it's like being able to do those things so that not only are we a platform for people to freely express themselves, now we're also becoming a platform to help artists find viable income through their work. There are these larger roles that I think people are looking to me for. And so I just kind of like, okay, well, how do I continue to juggle things when a part of me feels like I'm juggling too much? How do I do that? So that's really kind of like in this space that I'm at right now. But there is still that same person in 2020 when I was standing there by myself trying to figure out what I was going to do with Beyond the Neon because my support system was gone. I feel like there's still a part of me that is that person. That is just like, this is too special to just let go, you know? So it's like, how long will Beyond the Neon? I would say as long as they have me, and quite possibly until the wheels fall off.